Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to study the factors which are affecting the enzyme activity. Main factors are temperature and pH, but enzyme concentration and substrate concentration also affect the enzyme activity. See, this is the one we are going to discuss about the effect of temperature. So chemical reaction, when they are occurring inside the body, obviously they will increase when the internal body temperature increases. Why? Because the molecules are getting the more kinetic energy, so more collision is going on and chances of binding to the substrate with the active site is also increasing. Now, each enzyme is having its own optimum temperature. The optimum temperature is a temperature where the activity is greatest, where the enzyme and substrate collision is maximum, and they will bind more frequently. But sometime, what happen if temperature is little low or little high? That also they can manage. So, beyond the optimum temperature, the narrow range at which the enzyme function is known as tolerance range. For example, let us assume if any enzyme optimum temperature is 58 to 60 degree, then its tolerance range will be 30 to 70 degree. Is it clear? Now, what will be the effect if the temperature is increasing? With the increase in the temperature, the enzyme will get denatured. Is it clear? If the temperature is increasing beyond the tolerance range, then what happens? The temperature beyond this, the enzyme is at risk of getting denatured. Denatured means it's a process where the bond that create its tertiary structure or quaternary structure are broken down. And it brings the conformational change in the active site of an enzyme, causing the substrate to no longer bind it. And this is change is irreversible. This change is irreversible means once the enzyme get denatured, it cannot regain its original shape. And what happens when it is cold? It is reversed. The temperature, if it is less, then enzyme will not get denatured, but enzyme become inactive. The activity of enzyme decrease below the optimum temperature. Why? Because the collision is decreasing. Please focus carefully. With high temperature, enzyme get denatured, but with low temperature, enzymes are inactive. Now, effect of temperature, see with this diagram. If you see this diagram, you will find it the enzyme is able to work best under the optimum temperature. So that optimum temperature is point X. This is the tolerance range. Means from Y to Z is a tolerance range. At Y, it goes for inactivation and this process is reversible. Is it clear? It is reversible at point Y. But at Z, the enzyme get denatured and it is irreversible because the changes of the active site is occurring. Now, effect of pH. The activity of enzyme is mainly affected by the pH because in case of enzyme, every enzyme is having their own optimum pH. For example, you know very well, the acidic enzymes means the one which are working in our stomach. They generally work under acidic pH. Is it clear? But the pancreas is producing the enzyme which are working in the intestine, which is working under basic pH. So every enzyme will be working best under their optimum pH. Is it clear? Now, what is the difference between them? See the diagram carefully. In case of the temperature, what we studied at low temperature, they are getting inactive, but at high temperature, they were getting denatured. But in case of the pH, at low pH from their optimum, they are denatured. Even at high pH also, they are denatured. So just like the temperature, enzyme have their optimum pH, but unlike temperature, the denaturation of enzyme occurs if it is exposed to the environment, which is either below or either above the optimum pH. Please understand carefully. In case of temperature, high temperature only denatured, but in case of pH, any deviation from the optimum will make the enzyme denatured. Clear? Now see, effect of the enzyme concentration. The initial rate, obviously, it is directly proportional to the enzyme concentration. If excess of substrate is there, then enzyme concentration can work as a limiting factor. Now, same for the substrate concentration. At low concentration, the substrate is a limiting factor, but once you increase the substrate concentration, then it comes to the point, and this point is known as saturation point, means all active sites are now occupied. So I hope so. This video short, which I try to explain the factors which affect enzyme activity, might be easy for you. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. That will be motivating for me.